HBO has just released a new hit fantasy series, and the show has already become an instant streaming sensation. When it comes to fantasy TV shows, HBO knows exactly what it is doing. After all, it is responsible for one of the best TV shows of all time, Game of Thrones, which is perhaps the best genre offering on TV. While Game of Thrones' ending was controversial, it did not mark the end of the franchise. House of the Dragon proved HBO could continue to invest in adventures set in Westeros, with the show garnering huge viewership and racking up wins and nominations at awards ceremonies. HBO's latest Game of Thrones spin-off continues the success of its two predecessors with just one episode. According to Flix Patrol, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms has become HBO's fifth most watched TV show worldwide. The first episode of the Game of Thrones spin-off's six-episode first season was released on Sunday, January 18th. The following episodes will be released weekly. The rest of the chart's top 5 includes Primal, Task, Euphoria, and The Pit. A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms' instant streaming success comes from the show trending as high as number 1 on HBO Max in 14 countries. Some of those nations include Brazil, Argentina, Mexico, Panama, and more. Given that the HBO series was only recently released, the show's streaming performance is only expected to improve throughout its first week on the streaming service. While A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms is performing strongly worldwide, the Game of Thrones spin-off is faring even better when it comes to the United States. Nationwide, the acclaimed fantasy series is the most watched TV show on HBO Max. The rest of the United States' top 5 TV shows on the streamer include The Pit, Heated Rivalry, Industry, and Euphoria. The Game of Thrones spin-off's viewership success is aided by the show being met with critical acclaim. On Rotten Tomatoes, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms boasts an 88% critics score. The new fantasy series landed even better with viewers, as A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms is at an 89% audience score at the time of writing. Subscribe to our newsletter for HBO Fantasy Insights for deeper HBO fantasy coverage. Subscribe to our newsletter for curated analysis, episode highlights, and context on shows like A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, perfect for fans seeking thoughtful coverage and perspectives on the franchise. Subscribe. By subscribing, you agree to receive newsletter and marketing emails, and accept Valnet's terms of use and privacy policy. You can unsubscribe anytime. In Screen Rant's review of the Game of Thrones spin-off series, Jordan Williams gave the show a 9 out of 10 rating. According to the writer, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms' risky tonal thematic departure from GOT charmingly breathes new life into the HBO franchise. A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms was already renewed for Season 2 before the first season premiered. 9.3, 10 A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms 10 stars 9 stars 8 stars 7 stars 6 stars 5 stars 4 stars 3 stars 2 stars 1 star. Like followed TVMA drama action fantasy. Release date January 18, 2026. Network HBO showrunner Ira Parker. 4 images close. Cast see all. Peter Claffey, Esser Duncan Dunk, The Tall, Dexter, Saul Ansel Egg. Where to watch close. Where to watch. Streaming directors Owen Harris. Writers George R. Martin. Ira Parker. Franchises Game of Thrones creators George R. R. Martin, Ira Parker. Powered by Expand Collapse.